perspective, you got Mr. Ed alongside the crew. Oh,
what's up, man?
HG.
What's going on?
C-Towns. We're going to get it in. We're going to talk about Chicago and Green Bay.
Thursday night football.
Thursday night. That's kicking it off.
Season opener.
NFL did its justice to open the season. They did it
in Chicago.
Yes.
Division rivalry.
It's going to be a madhouse.
The Bears coming off the season that they had last year.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Aaron Rodgers trying to show
he's still the man.
That he's still the man.
Yeah.
Start us off, Nate.
It's going to be good.
What you got?
C-Towns, I am so happy that you are allowing me to start off this segment because I love Aaron Rodgers. You know this, Mr. Ed. You should know this as well. Aaron Rodgers is, is one of the probably the most gifted quarterback of all time as far as the skill set goes. But Patrick Mahomes is making the argument that he might just be the most gifted quarterback of all time. But, he is absolutely amazing, his skill set and all that he can do. But with that being said, as gifted as a quarterback as he is, my man has missed the playoffs the last 2 years. You know what I mean? And which ultimately led to Mike McCarthy being fired, right? So they need a new philosophy. They need a new leader. They need a new voice in their ear. So they went out and hired Matt LaFleur, the head coach, a new head coach in the offseason. So this is the first time ever since Aaron Rodgers has been in Green Bay that he now has a new quarterback. Is he calling the offense as well? Yeah, he's calling the offense. So, a new play caller and a new coach. So I want to see how the marriage goes between Matt LaFleur, between Aaron Rodgers. I want to see if they can click. I want to see if they can get this offense back to winning ways. I want to see if Matt LaFleur's philosophy, his play calling, can put the fear back in opposing defenses when number 12 Aaron Rodgers is on the field.
So with all that being said, you got.
This is Chicago, right?
It's in Chicago.
It's in Chicago, going up against that defense that was a monster last year with Khalil Mack. Yeah, Khalil Mack.
And their offense wasn't. They lost.
I'm gonna say,
but their offense wasn't no.
Oh, the Bears' offense?
They got rid of the running back because they had the other one.
Yeah,
so.
but towards the end of the season,
I'm gonna say
was looking
they
pretty
took
good.
they took the training wheels off the quarterback.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say. Even though I feel like the Packers' offense is going to, when it's all said and done in the regular season, I feel like they're gonna get back in the playoffs. I feel like the offense is gonna get back to how it was, years prior. But this particular game, I'm going to say they go down because it's going to take a couple games. So my score is going to be, it's low. My score is going to be, and it's also low because I don't have that much faith in Mitch Trubisky. So I'm going to say 24-14 Chicago.
Okay.
24-14 Chicago? Okay. I'll let you go. I know who I'm picking.
I'm picking Chicago, but I don't see. Chicago got everything you need. They got the running back, Tariq Cohen, right? He's run it out of the backfield, catch it. He's one of those new ultimate weapon guys that you see around the league, and he's deadly. Mr. Trubisky looked real good, especially closing out the year going into the playoffs. That defense.
The defense is nasty.
Nah, it's what?
It was over top 2 last year?
Top
number
two,
one, number 2?
What I mean? It's I don't see Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers is back, and if he's healthy, he can do some things, but I don't see that they have the overall team offensively and defensively to compete. I don't know if they make the playoffs. I'm just being honest. I got Chicago winning this game. Similar score, maybe 24-14, but I don't see this year. I don't really see Green Bay making the playoffs.
It's a question.
It's a lot of good teams out there in the NFC, right?
Even though both of us have Chicago Bears winning this game, now that Tyreek Cohen, now that he is the official bell cow, now that he's going to get all the reps, all the carries, all the workload, with George Howard being there, do you think he's going to be able to handle that, all that work now?
He'll be all right.
That's going to be placed on him.
He'll be all right.
You don't think he'll take a step back from last year?
No.
Now that Jordan Howard is gone, now that you're the man? Okay.
I'm going against the grain because even ESPN has Chicago with a 64.6 chance winning. I got Green Bay winning this game. Green Bay. I'm not going against Aaron Rodgers because I'm sorry. Aaron Rodgers coming into this game with a lot to prove.
Sure.
So many people have just I don't know what's going on. Like, they're like, you know what, Aaron Rodgers is just not the man he was. They just wrote him off. Patrick Mahomes doing his thing. But, look, Mr. Trubisky, I like him. He's a good quarterback. But it's Aaron Rodgers, all right?
It is. But
The first matchup last year, Khalil Mack, that defense went crazy. Even hurt Aaron Rodgers. He ran from out that tunnel, and what did he do? He did what Aaron Rodgers does and got it done. Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers are winning this game 24-21. They're winning in Chicago. I'm saying it now. Y'all tripping. This is Aaron Rodgers we talking about right now.
Honestly,
y'all not doing this.
All right, and you know what? It's week 1, so why not? We can put a bet on this game right now, C-Towns. For real.
Betting on this? It's a toss-up.
Put your money where your mouth is.
It's a toss-up.
Listen, hey, put your money where your mouth. It's a toss-up.
It's a toss-up.
You just said they were gonna win.
I got them win. Look, ESPN.com even has them at a 35% chance winning. That's disrespectful.
Okay.
It's close.
It's a toss-up according to ESPN. Yeah, I mean, but we're saying Chicago win. You're saying Green Bay gonna win. So put your money where your mouth is. We're not saying it's a toss-up.
I'm picking.
You're not saying it's a toss-up.
I'm going with. Listen,
Come on,
ESPN said it. I said it. You said it. Chicago wins this.
Exactly.
Yeah. Look. I'm not betting on games. But I'm not betting on a team that's not my team.
I hear that.
I don't do that. Y'all know I don't do that. So don't even try to start nothing new.
The only reason why I want to bet is because I thought for sure. The only reason why I want to bet is because I thought for sure you would side with the Chicago Bears.
Aaron Rodgers beating Chicago, just like he did last year, first game. So we're gonna see what happens.
You basically said everything that I said as far as what I expect from Aaron Rodgers for the rest of the season. But in this game in particular, with a brand new quarterback, a brand new offensive coordinator, a brand new playbook, you know what I'm saying, bro? It's gonna take a little bit of time for the rust to come on.
I'm not even gonna say nothing.
And that's fair.
I'm not even gonna say what I want to say because that's for another.
I'm trying to win some money, Mr. Ed.
This Aaron Rodgers topic. This is on something else that we got to discuss.
And I love Aaron Rodgers.
So I'm gonna save it for that.
Yeah.
But for
I
right
love
now,
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron
It's gonna take a little bit of time, brother.
I'm not a hater. I love Aaron Rodgers too. I just don't think he has the team this year to do what he's been able to do in the past. I really don't.
So let's get to the next game. We got Atlanta and the Minnesota Vikings. Go ahead, Nate G. Start us off, man.
All right, Atlanta Vikings at Minnesota. Is that Minnesota? Yeah, Minnesota. So Matt Ryan versus Kirk Cousins.
I just want to say ESPN. I don't know who's been doing y'all's predictions, but this is horrible. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Just go ahead. This don't even make no sense.
ESPN's predictions are horrible?
Yeah, just go ahead. If y'all pick how ESPN picked, I'm killing y'all. Go ahead.
This is in Minnesota, right?
It's in Minnesota. I got the Falcons winning this game.
This is blasphemy.
I got the Falcons winning this game. Matty Ice. I'm not a huge Matty Ice guy, but he does put up the numbers every year. He does have some weapons. He does have
some weapons. Don't say some.
You got a couple weapons. My man,
he got probably the best weapons in the NFL. Yeah, outside of Patrick Mahomes.
Offensively,
Freeman, Julio, Muhammad Sanu, Calvin Ridley, Austin Hooper. Ain't no excuse.
No. They should win this game. Like from a talent perspective, you know what I'm saying? Like Atlanta Falcons offense is way better than Minnesota Vikings offense. And with Kirk Cousins,
I'm just not a fan of Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, and Kirk Cousins, when he was in Washington, I was a fan of his. Like I really was. Like the numbers that he was putting up, you know what I'm saying?
I wasn't a fan.
I
thought he was a bum and overrated. And when he went to Minnesota, to me, he showed it.
Hear me out. Kirk Cousins, I was a fan of his, even though they weren't winning playoff games and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like he was putting up numbers. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Like there was just something missing. I was like, you know what? He needs weapons. He doesn't really have anybody or like that. So he goes to Minnesota.
And he got weapons.
Yeah, and he got weapons.
And what'd he do?
And then last year did nothing.
Yeah, because he's a bum. Like, I just said that.
So,
he was overrated.
Oh, no. I'm telling you why I liked him in Washington.
Yeah.
From what
and
he
was
did.
overrated in Washington. I'm going to be honest with you. He was overrated in Washington.
Franchise tag, 3 times, whatever.
Yeah.
They don't want to pay him. But now you see why they didn't want to pay him.
Exactly.
So he went to Minnesota, you know what I'm saying? He got weapons, and he really didn't do nothing like that. You know what I mean? So that's why I got Atlanta going into Minnesota and winning this game.
Sure.
What you got? I want to go last. Go
all
ahead.
right. I got Atlanta winning this game, right? But I want to put this out there, too. I don't know what the spread is. I really don't. But I think Minnesota covers the spread. So for all you sports,
ESPN got Minnesota winning this game, 66.6.
Okay, I put it like this here, and I wouldn't be surprised if they win it. Listen, I wouldn't be surprised if they win this outright. But if any of you out there are gamblers, bet Minnesota to cover, and they may pull it off and win it outright. But I definitely think
they're favored to win.
I think they're going to cover the spread. Pick them. I'll be honest with you.
I got Atlanta.
But I got Atlanta winning. I'm picking Atlanta to win this game. But I think.
What's your score?
24-21.
Me, I got Atlanta winning this game. That's why I'm shocked. Like, okay, if you want, even if ESPN had Minnesota winning this game, but 66% though.
I'm just being honest. If I was putting a few dollars on it, I'll put it on Minnesota.
And
why? I think
the only way Atlanta loses is if Matt Ryan sucks. That's it.
Which is a possibility. It's not far out of the realm. I like Matt Ryan. I don't love him. I like him.
I don't see him failing this. And when you play in Minnesota, no disrespect to no Minnesota fans, but they're in the dome. You're helping Atlanta.
Yeah. Julio Jones,
like
on turf. Oh,
their division rivals: Green Bay, Chicago.
Everybody play out in the cold.
Out in the cold, man.
Well,
now, granted,
Detroit though.
Detroit's in the dome as well, but that's why Detroit's been Detroit. Like, I got Atlanta winning this, man. I got Matty Ice and them, Julio Jones. Boy, I got this ending 38-21.
Okay. Yeah, this.
I got Atlanta. I got a hot Atlanta winning this one. They did bad last year, and it was surprising.
It was.
Like nobody saw that happening last year.
I don't know.
So,
I don't know. Then
from them losing the Super Bowl, probably hurt somebody's soul. Yeah. It's cool. I think they're gonna bounce back because there's no excuse for Matt Ryan. Those weapons, that one make no sense. So yeah, I definitely got them winning this one.
Yo, fantasy football gonna be crazy this year too.
It's
a lot of teams with a lot that are gonna be putting up a lot of offense. It's gonna be crazy.